Hello, Internet, and welcome back for another episode of Tales from the Yawning Portal here on the Predators Rejects Twitch channel. Excuse me. I have to apologize because last night's episode of Tales of the Sanguine Isles went incredibly late, and I'm still feeling it. But anyway, we are here for more Yawning Portal shenanigans, and I am Jeff, also known as Kingbashman in the chat and on the channel. I am the dungeon master of this particular adventure, and around the circle there on your screen are my players. I'll go ahead and let them quickly introduce themselves in no particular order, and one of them can give a brief recap as to what happened last session, and we'll pick up from there.
Hello everybody, my name is Huxley, and tonight I am playing Ophidius Lex, Dwarven Clockwork Sorcerer.
Hello, I am Loco 1956 in chat. I play Razumdar Longbow, a Tabaxi Ranger.
Hello, my name is Caleb. I am playing Inquisitor Enoth Bertolt, the human paladin of Helm.
My name is Alex, or Sharkbait, and I play Breeze, the monk, the Way of the Open Hand monk, who took a tumble last session.
I'm Sammy, also known as Wolf. I play Acolyte Rowan Bertolt, a cleric / sorcerer.
I believe that's everybody, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So, who wants to give a brief recap as to what all you all did last week? No, there we go. Last session.
Not it.
Nose goes.
All right, then I guess I'll be doing it. Basically, last session we picked up right after their intense encounter with a long imprisoned vampire. They searched the room and eventually found the hidden stash that the vampire was guarding over, and it was a strange, dark, almost evil looking box, and it took them a while to finally get the thing open, and once they finally did, they were rewarded quite handsomely, and they managed to find the second legendary weapon that they have been tasked to find inside of this mountain. And then they, with two possible pathways now marked off the map, they ventured towards the third one, and that was where we left off. So, switch scenes.
And remember, guys, not one penny more in our bag of holding,
No.
or we will have problems.
It is very full.
Well, I mean, you all will have problems.
Don't even let a piece of lint fall in, all right?
Gotta keep it shut.
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity check. No, a speck of dust falls in as you try to close it, and the bag explodes.
Quit. I give up adventuring.
No, right. There we go. Okay. So, let me make sure I'm on the right client here. You are back in the where the riddle sphinx was, where the pathway splits 3 different directions. Layers, mask. To your north, you see that the pathway continues further north. You will also notice that especially in this particular area, it seems that the water on the floor, on the ground, is what's the word? More.
Boiling?
No, not boiling. More pronounced than in other areas of the dungeon.
Did
So it's like deeper.
did we determine that
right.
we were gonna take a short rest?
I don't think we
I don't think we
did.
came up to that conclusion. I mean, I wouldn't be too upset over it, but I could also go without it.
Okay.
We just had a long rest not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm
We
not
also-
healthy, though.
Didn't we also traverse that pit with the swinging chains and discs or whatever, and kind of suffer for it?
I fell.
Some of
I
us
think I was the
suffered.
only one.
Yeah, some more than others.
Yeah.
Might benefit from resting.
And we could do a short rest right before heading
We
up.
just hang out. We can chill here with the Sphinx.
Ask him riddles.
We can have
No.
a good, long, extended conversation with the Sphinx.
Yeah, you all can get. Let me remember how to fantasy rounds here.
Tell me about your homeland, oh winged one.
This also gives you a chance, I think, to attune to the weapon that you picked up last session.
Mm-hmm.
Short
Yeah.
rest. So you all can spend hit dice if you so want to, if you have them.
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you will probably use most
On
of yours.
Technically good now, but we'll just do one more.
Because we've had the rest that gives you your HP back, haven't we?
Within the last day, yes.
The long rest,
I
yeah.
thought so.
That was after killing the vampire.
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, so throughout this time, Ophidius is sitting probably down this way, just kind of guarding the entrance to this place. And he's kind of meditating, communing with whatever divine forces exist in Mechanus, his home world. And he's praying for guidance and information about this sentient warhammer, maybe having conversations with it if it'll speak with him. Just kind of getting to know more about its task and purpose, finding out how well aligned they are to each other,
Okay.
and in short, attuning to it if that's possible.
Okay. Let's see here. Hold on, I need to adjust some things here.
And Ophidius doesn't have any magic detection abilities. He doesn't have identify or detect magic or anything like that. But he's just kind of going with his gut, as sorcerers are wont to do. He's just making a vow of allegiance with this entity.
Okay. Let's see. The excuse me, the hammer communicates with you that for now it seems that your purpose, your missions to rescue yourselves from this mountain, they align with each other. So for now, he will aid you as best as he can, or it can. Items. So yeah, you can attune to it if you have attunement slots.
Okay. I certainly do. I've only got one
Jeff,
attunable
with the
item right
resub.
now.
Thanks, Jeff. We appreciate it.
That guy's a jackass.
Yeah,
Kinda.
what a bunk.
My beef.
My beef.
My beef is
Yeah, what a
subscribed. Better
ding-ding.
respect it.
All right, cool. I have already taken the time to add the extra abilities of this Warhammer, so I'm good on my end as far as all the coding stuff goes.
Okay. Cool.
The weapon kind of sucks, right, Ben?
It really, it sucks, and I don't plan to use it. You know, like
Yeah.
actually, there's a good reason. Ophidius, you know, he spins it, and he's like, if I were a younger dwarf, I would have been able to wield this with great ferocity. But I am in the winter of my years.
How old are you?
I am not the man I used to be. Nonetheless, I feel a kinship. There is a wisdom embedded within this hallowed stone. I can use that, and it can use me. Let us proceed.
How
and he
old are we
just-
talking?
He slings it. Ophidius kind of sort of blushes. You see his steely skin kind of darken slightly as if to blush. He says, I am 300 of your years
Oh
plus.
shit!
I must admit I've lost count. Someone is keeping track for me, I suppose. Timekeepers themselves. Consider me ageless and timeless. At least for now. I shall remain by your side indefinitely. Should the spheres allow.
Well, do we have to answer the riddle again?
What
The moon.
is your name?
The moon.
What is your
What is
quest? What is your favorite color?
Well, it depends on if I'm colorblind or not.
What's your favorite
Yeah.
color?
Blue, no green. Ah!
He's dead. Johnny's dead.
Anyway,
Things just rolled aside.
Continuing.
Go.
like just go.
I don't like that water. I don't want.
We'll bring you back some cat food.
Meow.
I imagine me and Raz look back. We're just like, we find that incredibly offensive.
You're right. I should watch my tone. We'll bring back some rats.
That's even worse.
This one expects nothing else from someone of your age.
Oh,
I
bring,
think they call it dementia.
Do you know what cat food is, geezer?
My body may be old, but my mind is a steel trap.
Not
Yes,
sure how
nothing
I
gets
would
in.
take that.
Free of rust. It
So-
doesn't squeak at all.
Getting into here, does the water seem to get higher up?
no, you can just tell that where the rest of the majority of this dungeon, like there's a like layer of muck, or the area is damp, or there's like small patches of like still standing water. Like this is like a couple of inches deep. It's definitely more pronounced in this entire area.
Is it flowing?
Doesn't
Or is it
appear to
still-
be.
Okay.
I mean, there's a slight flow to it, but it's not like anything incredibly noticeable. Like if you walk past a river, you know, you can see that
Yeah.
oh, the river's flowing. This
As
there
you
is
fall?
there is some water flow going, but it's very hard to tell unless you just literally sit there and just stare at it. Okay, Breeze, right here. You
Oh, that's perfect, I guess.
yeah. You find a or as you're moving along this water covered corridor here, you see in this area over to your right, or directly in front of you now, there's a small circular area that you can tell that the water is much deeper.
I don't like that. But there's an opening over here, you know.
Is it a bubble?
This is where we need
Behind
Torrent.
you.
Yeah.
Torrent's not here right now. He's somewhere else.
Drinking.
We'll just have to make do.
Yeah, you find a a area of deeper water.
Is it boiling?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Does it look like it keeps on going straight down, or does it end for the hallway?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about the little thing.
Oh no, I'm not stepping damn foot in there. I'm a putty cat.
Okay. As you venture forth this way, come on, game. There we go. Ahead is what appears to be a water-covered room with steps rising out of the muck on the far side.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Hey, not water, no.
Still got him a ring of water walking. Well,
Ophidius, Ophidius will step forward, and he'll examine down into it. He doesn't have any special senses, but Whelm does. As long as I'm wielding the weapon, it alerts me to the location of any secret or concealed doors within 30 feet. Automatically.
Yeah. You don't get a ping.
Okay. Can I try and discern the purpose for this chamber using a skill check, maybe stone cunning?
I mean, yeah, you can roll stone cunning.
Okay.
you can certainly try.
I will certainly try. Sorry, technical difficulties.
Technical or user?
I said what I said.
You kind of get an like a basic idea as to why this would be here. It looks like it's some type of either like an overflow type of reservoir or some type of water way of some kind, but you're having a hard time putting your finger on it.
Not worth spending much time on. Let's just continue. Beware of our backs.
I don't wanna.
We can. One of us can swim down with a rope tied on us.
No.
I'm too heavy for such a task.
Seriously, where's that fucking water genasi when we need him?
But why? Why?
Why'd everybody back up?
Well, I went to talk to my brother there, Breeze. It appears the pussycats are too afraid. We have a heavy metal man. Do you want to flip a coin?
I guess so.
I mean, the heavy metal man will get to the bottom pretty fast, to be fair.
Yeah, but then we gotta pull his ass back up.
He can swim a little bit.
Flip the coin and don't overdo any magic.
Paddle your legs. Paddle your legs.
Faster!
I'm paddling as hard as I can.
Call even.
There's not much to paddle here.
Oh, even. There you go. Looks like I'm holding the rope.
Takes what's left of my, like, I think I have 30 feet left on my rope from what we didn't use, and the crossover thing ties it along my
I've
waist.
still got 50 feet. I'll actually rather use that than the 30.
Fair enough. Tie that around my waist and jump in.
May this one suggest you conjure some kind of light so you can see within the darkness?
I have my shield. It's all he has, the light spell on it.
Very well.
Be like a fucking light stick or glow stick going into water.
Hell yeah.
So if anything's in the water, it's gonna see it real fast.
This is much like fishing, no?
Sure.
I point out,
It is like fishing.
we need to be careful of a beast that we're gonna have to do fisticuffs with.
Why do you have to mention that kind of thing while he's getting into the water?
Because it's in the riddle.
Wait, I already jumped in.
Riddle me what the riddle's at.
Actually, on second thought, just
Okay, you jump into the water. All right, you've got.
God.
Are you holding on to the rope, or do you have it tied around you?
I have it tied around, and I'm also holding on to
Okay.
it.
Cool. You just splash, kabloop, and you start going down very fast because armor and stuff.
Yep.
I don't like that.
You continue going down further, sinking. It's hard to tell exactly how far you've sank it down in. But you
The
feel
rope's not tied, is it?
yeah, like right as the rope gets taut, and you kind of stop, and you're like, what? And you kind of look around, and just maybe about 5 feet away from you, you see at the bottom of this like waterlogged chamber a wheel connected to a valve.
Am I able to reach it while attached to the rope, or am I gonna have to let go of the rope to move that 5 feet?
If you untie yourself and kind of like hold on to the very end of it, I would say you'd probably be able to hang on and still try to turn this. It would probably make it harder because you're trying to turn it with only one arm then at that point.
So is the ground there alongside this valve? Like, if I let go of the rope, I can just stand on the bottom of this pool?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll untie myself, let go, and take a look at the valve real quick while I have oxygen still in my lung.
Okay. So you swim down and grab a hold of the valve and go to place your feet down beside it, right?
Correct.
Okay. Give me a strength check if you're trying to turn it.
Yeah, I'll try to turn it, but I'll pull out my crowbar to kind of like give me some extra leverage against it.
Okay. I'll give you advantage on that.
Bam.
you start to leverage, and you get the crowbar kind of wedged up in there, and you feel that it's starting to go, it's starting to turn, but you just can't seem to get it over that one hump to get it to completely free itself.
Okay, I'll try one more time. This time I'll put guidance on myself.
Okay.
Real quick. Bam. Still using the crowbar. And that was horrible.
Wow.
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 I'll grab the rope and like give it a tug and try to start swimming back up.
Okay.
Like pull myself up.
Yeah, Enoth will start pulling in the rope.
Crap. Rowan, give me a Constitution check.
I'll help pull the rope.
Okay. You make it to the top of this chamber, and kind of start breathing in heavily as you've been submerged in water.
Yeah. There's a valve down there. I tried to turn it. Could not quite get it to turn. Would anybody be willing to go down and give me a hand on it?
No.
What about you, Mug?
I'm typing something for an individual. He's no longer working. No. I'm not that strong. At all. I can go down if you want, but...
I don't really think I can help. I have a very low strength.
If you want, you can go down. We could hold the rope. With all three of us.
This isn't the fetid pool I want to die in, you know.
It'll be fine.
I don't know.
What's the worst that could happen?
A lot
No.
of bad things.
No bad things. Go ahead and come on in. Take a dip.
Who's saying that?
Good day to die.
I guess so.
There it is. There's the line.
There it is.
Sure, I'll come down and help you.
There it is. Finally.
So I guess all three of us will hold onto the rope now.
Better not regret this.
Knowing that, I believe, Ophidius, you've cast guidance before, right?
Yes, I can do
On
that.
us. Want to put it on Enoth as we jump in?
I will. I'll go ahead and cast it.
And then I guess I'll jump in right behind my brother Enoth and go back down, dragging the rope with me so that we have it down there to help us get back up.
Since I'm gonna be right next to you. There you go. Just in case.
There. And then I'll also cast guidance on myself.
If this one can ask a question, if the water starts to rise from the other room, how do we signal you to close the valve?
Pull the rope away from us, or give it a tug on your end.
Very well.
Plunk. Back down we go.
I guess so. Yeah.
Jacques Cousteau.
Yeah.
Strength checks again, Jeff.
Yes.
Both of us. All right. I'll use the crowbar again. Well,
Hold on. Okay. Finally had to figure out how to copy this note for somebody. You're using the crowbar again?
yeah, I'm using the crowbar. Then Enos also twisting it.
So, I'm rolling alongside you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would assume so.
At
Separate
advantage or
do you have a crowbar?
I do? Oh, let me double check. Oh,
Oh,
you know what? No, I don't.
Ophidius
think
can lend you a crowbar.
You just dropped the crowbar in the water.
Just to inform you guys,
We're,
the
we're
riddle,
already
Heads
we're
up.
already down there.
Ding, thunk.
just to let everyone know, the riddle that I was talking about, I wrote it in the notes tab so everyone can look at it if they want to.
What?
If you go to the notes tab, the riddle that we were given is there. It's named the riddle.
Yeah, I'll just do a straight
Okay,
roll.
cool.
Also-
Then I don't have to.
Yeah, it was
Pinned in
that's what I was doing.
Okay, good.
Chat, isn't it?
I didn't think it was
See,
pinned.
that's not too bad.
Oh no, we didn't.
I got you, Jeff.
Yeah, search E-Fire. Okay, cool. Go. Good. Awesome. Acolyte, Rowan Bertolt. This time you get down there and you brace yourself. You position the crowbar within the spokes of this wheel, and you're like, and this time you're able to make quick, easy work out of it as you feel the wheel finally break free of the holding that metal being submerged in water for who knows how long. Finally breaks free, and you just feel it. And as you do that, you hear and you look around and you notice small channels in this particular chamber you're in open. And as you go to inspect it, it's not very strong, but if you put your hand up to it, it's just strong enough you can feel water is draining out.
Raining.
Yeah.
Okay. Like at a quick enough rate, we don't need to worry about getting out of this pool.
Oh no, you'll definitely drown by then.
Oh, okay, then I'm gonna like tug on Enos' arm and point up and
Enos,
start climbing back up.
He nods.
Swimming back up.
Start
Okay.
climbing the rope.
Just we pull them up.
And then is Constitution check or save?
Why do I have two versions of the stream up? Anyway, Constitution
It's a check,
check,
right?
yeah.
Inspiration. I got lots of those. See, there we go. Inspiration coming in handy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, burn those
That must be yin and
inspirations.
yang.
Yeah, almost.
That was necessary. I didn't want to take any damage.
Come on, it's fun.
Yeah, it's a blast.
My beef will go soggy if I stay in the water any longer.
That is true. It will go soggy real fast. Limp and soggy.
How you
Hate
supposed
you
to make,
enough.
how you supposed to make burgers out of that?
Oh, that was good. Oh. Okay, so you all get out of that water-filled chamber again. Oh, that was good. You successfully, well, at least Rowan, ventured back down to the bottom of it twice and returned to the top successfully.
Well, what did you find? Did we notice anything happen when they unlodged that?
You kind of heard some of the same sounds, but it wasn't nearly as like loud or echoey for you all.
Is the water level changing?
Not that's noticeable yet.
To answer your question, there was a valve that we managed to get turned. Felt on the bottom, these little channels opened up. Felt like water was draining. It could be ever slowly, so we could sit and wait a while and watch.
We could. Time is on our side at the moment. So it would seem. I will leave that
Anybody
call
got
to
a-
you.
Deck of cards or a game of chess we could pass the time with?
We'll take another short rest.
I mean, you
We've
can
been through a lot today.
you can take another short
mechanically.
rest, but you won't get the
No, no.
benefits from it.
Should we do another arm wrestling competition?
Sure.
Why not?
May the power of Zeus benefits my strength.
Rules in that one.
All hail Talos.
No.
As a
No.
Talos.
Don't want to do that. Bad idea. Nightmare.
Who is up
This
first?
Talos you speak of? I am intrigued.
Nothing important. I arm wrestle the cleric / sorcerer.
You seem especially triggered right now, Breeze.
I punch you for putting guidance on.
Hey.
Yeah, better than mine.
Wow.
I did tell you I wasn't strong at all. So
He's a fast monk,
I'm
not a strong
I'm not
one.
false claiming.
To be fair, I'm not terribly strong either, but I think I am the strongest in the party, which is kind of sad.
You and the paladin might be tied.
Maybe.
No, I think he might be one strength point ahead of me.
Yikes.
Who's
Ophidius?
next?
Oh boy.
Don't look to me. As I
May
said
the
before,
power of Zeus give me strength. As I cast
Yeah.
guidance.
I punch him every time I cast guidance.
Wow.
Easy. The gods are on your side, Rowan.
I use portent.
As you cast guidance on yourself.
That's a 1 actually.
If I was
Already
that kind of a
rolls when I was
wizard,
trying to open up.
if I was that kind of wizard, I would definitely use one at this moment just for the hell of it.
Feels so strong, and then his arm just goes limp noodle, and
Oh no, limp noodle. Oh, what a shame.
You think you're very strong until you get fucking roundhoused into the table.
I think I pulled a muscle.
All hail Chuck Norris. Blah.
So, I guess like we wait an hour and see if there's any noticeable water drain.
Yeah, as you all just kind of sit here and waste time, you do notice that the water that obviously noticeable to you all is the water that was in the passageway that you all are kind of messing around doing nothing in has all but drained out now. There's no water to splash in as you're walking on in this hallway anymore.
I must say, this is quite an improvement.
Yes.
Should have came here first.
I didn't want my feet to rust. He starts wiping off excess water and just
I'm gonna
shaking
be
his boots
so
off.
fucking pissed if this just takes out all water throughout the dungeon.
We should have done this sooner.
I wonder what kind of treasures we can find now that the water has been drained.
Indeed, we must backtrack immediately.
No.
The other two arms of the dungeon.
Time to go through the discs again.
We must pour through them in great detail.
The Sphinx
Save the
turns
third
into
one.
a dragon and
Meteors
Breath weapon.
fall.
Yeah.
It's like a water breath weapon, so he just fills the chambers back up with water again.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
He basically just turns into a never-ending water fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just
Cancer of inlet water.
Yeah, he just looks up and goes, I don't think so. And you whoosh, and all of a sudden you just see a whole line of decanters of endless water start turning on.
No. Too many. Hopefully it's not salt water. I'm just galvanized.
Oh, you want salt
Just
water,
because
do
he
you?
said so.
Ocean spray.
Oh Lord. But yeah, you've noticed that the water, at least in this area, has drained down enough to where you are no longer walking through it.
Come up to the big room and take a peek in.
I will accompany.
I won't.
I'll join. Yeah, I'll come with you guys.
Alright, tin can. Push the tin can in.
And swim. Okay, so
Are you sure this water's sanitary?
no.
Is this water gone?
It is natural.
Natural mountain spring water.
Again, ahead is what appears to be a water-covered room with steps rising out of the muck on the far side. The steps appear to have more muck on them now than just water per se, because water is slowly starting to drain out. But there's still a massive, huge amount of water right in front of you.
We'll make our way
Is there
around the
anything
edge.
in the water?
Do you look in the water?
Yes.
You see what appears to be like a lot of seaweed strands and like muck in the water and things of that nature. Nothing really that catches your attention, really, I guess.
Nothing swimming around.
Yeah, you don't see anything swimming around like I don't know, black dragon or anything.
Oh God.
I'd be really confused if it was swimming around.
Ophidius will
The
reach
last
into
one you all did was in the water when you found it.
The first time.
Ophidius will grab a copper piece from the bag of holding, and he will cast light on it, and he'll toss it out into the middle of the water. Just get an idea of how well we can see underneath.
Okay.
What was that?
You failed a wisdom save.
You're really bad at wisdom saves.
Can't relate.
The command. Well, actually, he would have gotten a plus whatever it was from.
Yeah, does
Yeah,
a
you-
13 make a difference?
Yeah.
It does.
Well, I will I will say this that I know I stated before you keep track of your auras because I'm not going to.
That's fair. To be fair, I didn't think we'd need it at this exact moment, so please don't fault me.
No, that's fine. It's one of those things of I wish there was an easier way to keep track of it, of you being within 10 feet and it
Yeah.
automatically
Like
applies.
you could
Yeah.
set
It'd
an
be great
aura on his
If
token.
player is within 10 feet,
Yeah.
applies whatever.
That would
That
be
would make
nice,
sense.
but
That's
nonetheless.
probably a Unity thing.
Maybe. I was
Yeah.
just gonna say that, and if it's not, maybe it will be one day.
So I guess Ophidius passes?
It's I don't know. It's up to you. I would have if I would have given him the aura. considering it's a passive effect, I don't know. Maybe it applies anyway, since I don't have to consciously think about giving it to anybody.
Whenever a save is rolled, it's incumbent upon both parties to just kind of remember that effect, and then make a determination about like, whether it applies or not right when the save is rolled, because the DM knows when a save is going to be rolled, and micromanaging the aura, that's only the case because of Fantasy Grounds. In a normal game, if we're just playing with pen and paper, you're gonna be saying like, hey, don't forget about, I'm standing right next to you, don't forget about this, and 3 out of 4 times that's gonna fly for the DM. I'd say it's kind of on the DM's end to take note of right where the paladin is, and then like, where is everybody, what are you guys doing? And so you can set the tone and give people a chance to say where they are, and then you can spring that save on them, just like, oh, you're just out of reach. And I don't think it's really metagamey to give the players a chance to set the tone. Paladin isn't always going to be like trying to like get everybody within 10 feet. Don't go outside this bubble. Like people are people and they do things and they're exploring. Rowan is well outside. Ophidius is kind of sort of trying to stay next to Rowan, and we're all moving at the same time. And then all of a sudden a save is called. Just kind of a snap judgment thing. I'm fine either way. Whatever advances the story, makes things interesting.
It's up to you.
What is your aura put it up to, or what is the bonus? 4 plus 4?
Yep.
I'll
Make it a
apply
12.
Make it a 12?
Unless you're just gonna re-roll it.
At this point, I'm willing to say coin flip.
I will say, even with the 4, it still wouldn't have worked. Like, it still wouldn't have passed. Wait. No, it would have passed. I was looking at the wrong part. So, okay. You feel, let's see, Ophidius and Breeze. Or not Breeze, Rowan, sorry. You feel something trying to essentially just like try to influence your mind as you're venturing into this room. You're able to shake it off. You have no idea where it came from or what it was, but you felt it.
Hawk,
There's
there is
something in
evil here. Be on guard. Did I get to throw that light source, or did that effect come into play before I could do anything?
Honestly, the saves came in as you all started moving around inside the room.
Okay.
I just couldn't pull up the sheet fast enough before everybody started moving all the way to the other side.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I will say I haven't thrown the light or cast the light or anything.
Yeah.
Be wary. There is something affecting my mind. It tried to. I don't know, honestly.
Just to test play something, and probably piss off whatever's in here. I'm gonna reach down into the water and just like generate shocking grasp cantrip and just electrify the water, if I can.
Aren't we in the water still?
No, we're on the path part that was drained. If I'm not mistaken.
It's not completely dry though.
Not completely. Yeah, we'll be fine. Do it anyways.
Okay.
Does that require an attack roll? Please don't crit. Oh dear God.
It's not an advantage for me, so.
I'm an agent of chaos. All right.
I am an agent against chaos.
Yeah, shocking grasp is an attack roll, isn't it?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll that for me.
Oh dear God.
Will do. Where's my sorcerer stuff?
Why you gonna
there?
be like this?
Because.
I'm gonna go up and fucking haymaker you.
Bam! 18.
Okay, just for my reference, go ahead and roll your damage for that.
Alrighty. That is 2d8. Okay.
Everybody takes 12 lightning damage.
24 because you're standing in water.
Is that in the official rules? I like it.
I hop on Rowan's shoulders.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, you're wearing metal armor. Shit.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, pretty
but
much.
An 18 doesn't hit me, so.
Well, good for you.
It's like, oh, but you're submerged in water. Oh no, wearing metal.
But technically, you have advantage on yourself.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's see. Yeah, you put your hand down in there and you like you just see like a small pulsation of like small bits of like electrical arcs and it's like small lightning bolts, if you will, kind of spread across the water and kind of up onto the bank steps that are across from you and where you and your party are currently standing. And you do kind of see some of these arcs kind of go up on to like the feet and the greaves of your comrades, but it doesn't seem like anybody is really harmed by that. You don't.
It's like getting shot by a
It
shot.
was just a prank. It was just a
like
prank.
being on an electric fence.
I don't know that. No, I would have to disagree. It was more like
that much.
yeah, it was like more one of those like wind up hand shockers, you know?
Yeah, it's like a shock room in the lunchroom.
Yeah.
Peeing on an electric fence sounds like a crit and a fumble at the same time.
Right?
It's a wisdom fail.
Yeah.
It's an intelligence fail, that's for sure. Or oh yeah, it's off. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's off. I swear.
Natural 20 deception check.
Other than that, like you don't notice any real commotion other than what you caused.
Okay. I don't
Oh.
like that.
Ophidius will draw out Whelm. And he will focus his energy into it, and he will say, "O mighty Whelm, help us in this moment if you can. Give me supernatural sight of evil." And he will cast Detect Good and Evil through Whelm. I can do this once per day with Whelm. This allows me to know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet, as well as where the creature is located.
I do that.
What was the list again?
Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Okay.
I also get to know if the place has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
And the alignment.
You're stealing
I
my
don't get to know the alignment.
I was just joking.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not how that works.
you're not funny.
Ophidius looks back.
You're not funny.
Yeah, you try to lino yourself with this warhammer, and
We sight beyond sight.
right. And I'm not gonna say if this place has been consecrated or desecrated because it doesn't tell me, but I would say probably not. But as far as the detect evil part, you don't get any pings.
Is it just a 10-foot jump across this little gap up top, or is there like a little walkway on that left side? I can't tell what the map's trying to show.
Nah, it's excuse me. It's not like a sheer straight up and down. It's kind of angled out towards the water, and that edge of the wall kind of angles out more. It's not a walkway, but it's not straight sheer up and down either. So basically you would have to like jump the 10 feet.
Jump the 10.
Yeah.
That's gonna be really difficult for me.
Yeah, shut up.
See, Torian didn't say stuff like that.
Just fucking face plant into the wall.
I'll take
Torrent
the,
wasn't a dick.
I don't know. No. Hold on. I seem to remember one 10-foot jump that Breeze had a hard time making.
Yeah, he definitely did have a hard time making that one.
Yeah.
I think it was 5 foot. I don't even think it was 10 foot.
Yeah.
Remember that grassy floor a while ago? What was that all about? That was way back.
I'll go ahead and take the 10-foot long jump to get across.
Breeze and Roz, you feel the same thing, like something's trying to invade your thoughts, control your brain,
weird.
your mind.
Not a fan.
There
Stop
is
it, please.
something here. The only thing we cannot see is inside this pool.
We should go. I do not intend to fight in the water.
This one neither.
Pass through one by one. I will grace your jump with guidance.
Do I need to make a check?
Shut up.
That was a genuine question. I don't.
I mean, you can, like, I don't really think
But
it'd
do
be
I-
possible for you to fail, but
What check is it? Straight dexterity?
Probably
Uh,
athletics.
athletics or
jump.
acrobatics.
Yeah, I'll make it up.
Even with the 10-foot long jump, because don't you just you get that right?
You next, Roz.
Thank you, Ophidia.
Sis.
And then finally, myself. Yeah. Oh dear. 16, is that good enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
With some effort.
Actually, the
Because
DC
no
was a
one
20.
tosses a dwarf.
We could, but probably wouldn't end well.
I still don't like the unknown of this pool of water.
This one agrees.
Jeez, look at that. Save. A natural 2. Something is assaulting our minds. We need to
Something
get out of
is
here.
wrong here. I don't
Or
know
find
what-
out what it is.
Keep pressing forward.
Like, actively looking in the water. Well, I'll make a check. Do I see anything? Oh, that was.
0.3?
That's my roll.
Get a point 3.
All right, Rowan,
Roll a
you start
D9.
walking that way, and I'll say, Enoth, you got to about here.
Okay.
think
Rowan
I need to
and
go look.
Ophidius, out of nowhere, you see like these vine-like tendrils that appear to be made like out of seaweed or something, some type of like watery plant, jettison out of the water in front of the two of you and come down and just wham, smack you. Yep. And I'm just gonna go ahead and roll. Okay, so that's one attack on you. And then Phidias, that's one. Excuse me. 2. Okay, so each of you take 1 hit. You take some damage. You take some damage, and you both are. Yeah,
Grappled?
you're not larger than medium. You are both grappled.
As it hits me,
We can't
I'm
be
going-
surprised.
to use my reaction for Wrath of the Storm.
Okay.
And do I have it? I do. Could I see the creature that hit me so I can drag the save on it?
Sure. Let me go ahead and put it on there. What is the save? Dex, isn't it?
Yeah, it's deck.
Oh God, what's the DC?
16.
Oh shit.
You don't have to tell him
Nope.
that.
11. He's gonna take, and this is thunder damage. 7 thunder damage as he hits me. It just echoes out.
Cool.
So, was that a surprise round by technicality?
No. You all knew they were in there. You just didn't know where or what. They obviously knew you were in there. So basically, they
Yeah.
were. Yeah, they basically snuck up on you all, but it wasn't a surprise round.
Okay.
Yeah, so I assume initiative time.
Initiative time. Ba-bam and ba-bam.
Okay, brother.
Brother. If we want to talk about Phineas's role, he didn't even have anything to it. Just straight up rolled an 18.
I think for once we all.
I've
had
been
above a
preparing
10.
for this for a long time.
That raw initiative.
And you said it was what, 7 damage, right?
Yeah, 7 thunder damage.
All right, cool, got it. Bam. All right. Surprisingly, the paladin goes first.
That's a
You
little
gonna take that disc,
surprising.
Enoch? Jesus.
Yes, he will.
Wait.
Damn.
Yikes.
Wait a goddamn minute.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm going to move over. Move over to brother.
Angling with the vines. Ah, it gets me out of this thing.
And
Ow.
I will attack Kelpie 1.
Okay.
I choose to smite after my attack, correct?
If it's divine smite, you can
I
declare
mean, if
it
you
after
want
you
to.
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it's a
Okay,
spell, you
yeah.
need to cast it.
Yep.
If you're just using the Divine Smite feature of a paladin, then
Yeah,
it happens upon a hit.
Divine smite.
Spell smite bad.
Well, you're gonna want to smite that.
Nice.
Should have cast the spell smite.
Let's get that juicy damage roll. Okay, not bad. And
I'm surprised he didn't smite that one.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
That would have been a lot of damage.
yeah, I got a second attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of time in between every time we play. Forget some stuff.
It's usually a week.
I hear your excuses,
A
Enoch.
lot happens. All right. All I need to do is roll another nat 20.
Yeah, nope.
Oh,
That's a miss.
it's okay. That's it.
I'm sorry, what sound did it make? Okay, that's more
Yeah?
accurate. Well, this actually might be Rowan's fault. He probably just disturbed their sleep.
They tried to take over my mind far before I put my hand in the water and shocked them.
Where's the proof?
Right? It doesn't say I can't, but I won't.
What?
It doesn't
Can't
say,
say that.
No, it doesn't say that it's it's flame attack that if it hits, it grapples a creature. It doesn't say that it can't grapple more than one creature. But that's fine.
How many arms does it have per se?
It's a plant creature.
Yeah.
So yes.
One does not simply ask how many arms.
Yeah. Well, it's already got a hold of Rowan, so it's gonna pow pow. Cool. And
Technically, I don't have my reaction back, huh?
Nope.
nope, not yet.
Unlucky.
Almost though. And he will move to here. It will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Did it
you
release
two?
the grapple?
Nope. That's a miss. That's its turn. Ophidius.
Okay. So, point of order about this Kelpie moving. Does it drag Rowan, or does its reach extend past 5 feet?
You don't know. It looks
So
like the
Rowan is
vines.
still grappled.
Yeah, the vines are still wrapped around him.
Okay. Well, that does change my plans. I'm going to cast Misty Step and teleport away from the Kelpie, out of its grasp. That'll be a bonus action.
Okay.
And then as a standard action, I will try. Let's see. Let's bonus. I'll move over here, and I'll cast Firebolt on this Kelpie.
Okay. That hits.
All right, that's a hit. Here comes fire damage. Woo! Nice. Not bad. Okay. Well, he's resistant to fire, so that's important. Can I make a knowledge check on it to see if I can determine any other information about this thing? Maybe any weaknesses or anything, really?
You can give me a quick knowledge check. The DC will be higher.
All right. Which knowledge would you like? Nature?
Yeah, sure. Nature
Arcana?
check. Yeah, nature would work.
Okay. There you go. 17.
You recognize this as a Kelpie. Obviously you just noticed that your fire damage didn't seem to do as much as you thought it would. Beyond, I mean, outside of that, that's about all you can gather in like 1.5 seconds.
Okay. I'll pass my turn.
Breeze.
Monk shit, yo.
Uh-huh.
I swing on it with my dagger.
Ow.
Missing the first one. Then I will punch it as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make it roll save because I want to see if this works. Don't know if it will. Can it be stunned?
I will.
So I'll drag the effect if it does.
Hold on. I will tell you that you're fighting a plant.
Yeah, I figured. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
And I run away.
Disengage.
I have mobile, so it doesn't take
Oh, that's right.
attack of opportunity. And that is my turn.
Cool. All right. Well, this one will just go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know what? Why not? It'll go after Enoth.
Thank you very much for leaving me open to attack.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, not a problem.
you got this.
You're good. You're good. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Enoth. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen, Enoth? You know what? I'm gonna quit asking that question.
Yeah, it might be good.
And you are grappled. Where? Come on now. Work. There we go. And second attack. That's a miss. Cool. Rowan.
I love being grappled.
It's fun, isn't it?
Great.
Yeah. Excuse me.
I'm going to try to toll the dead on the one that has me grappled.
Okay.
Wisdom save. Kelpie 1. Wow. Okay.
Now watch next round. It'll be like a 2.
Probably. And as a bonus action, I don't have much I can use. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Misty Step to get out of the grapple.
Okay.
Sadly, it has to be a 3rd level because I'm at a 2nd level spot.
Oh no.
And I just like take a single step back to leave its grapple.
Okay. I will.
And that'll be my turn. I'll step back forward after I'm ungrappled.
And Roz, it is your turn.
All right. As he knocks an arrow, he will also cast Hunter's Mark on himself and Colossus Slayer as well, since the one is number 1 is damaged already, and he will take a shot. And he will take a second shot. And that is his turn.
All right, Enoth, you're grappled.
I'd like to make a check to attempt to break free from the grapple.
Okie dokie. Hold on. Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics it is. 15.
You managed to break free.
Excellent. So that was my action, and I still have a bonus, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I will cast Spiritual Weapon in the square just to the right of Kelpie 2.
Okay.
Let's see. Is
That misses.
No. That misses, okay.
Yep.
Oh well.
Damn,
think-
where'd I put them?
I guess suppose I could move.
Why would you do that for? You said next to Kelpie too.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Yes, there isn't really much point to moving. Kind of the monk is using me as a shield right now.
Me.
Because he's a soft little sponge man.
No.
Kelpie 1 is going to attack Rowan. Because you're right there.
Yep. I'm gonna cast shield, and that misses.
All right. Damn it. There we go. And excuse me. Second attack. Again. And what's your AC at?
With shield, it's a 25.
Okay. Cool. It will. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Phidias.
All right. Ophidius moves forward, and he will say, "Allow me to bring these within striking range, if I can." And he will cast Lightning Lure on himself, and he will twin cast that. So he'll spend 1 sorcery point, and that allows him to cast it, targeting 2 different creatures. A lash of lightning energy strikes out from his hands at these kelpies, 1 each, and they have to make saves. So here come those saves. Oh wait, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Target must succeed in a strength saving throw. Okay, or be pulled in a straight line and take the lightning damage. So here's 1 save. Fail. And here's another save. Fail.
Nice.
So here comes 2d8 lightning damage each. There's 1. And there's 2.
Very nice.
Not great. But more importantly, they get pulled directly towards me. So Kelpie 1 and Kelpie 2 just kind of get scooted right in front of us.
Right.
By 10 by 10 feet.
By 10 feet. Okay. So Rowan, give me a strength check.
Well, I moved forward 5 feet, by the way. So,
Oh, did you? Okay. Never mind then. So yeah,
My
that
goal
would
was
basically be right
that
there.
was my goal.
Damn it. Snapped your head.
It's too close. Too close.
You wanted us up close.
Oh, you smell like nasty crayfish. You'll make my armor rust. And then so now that he's done his job, he's Yep, that's it. He'll pass his turn.
Okay. Breeze.
I'll step into Rowan Square and beat up on Kelpie 2 again.
Okay. That's
So
it.
close.
Good hit.
Not so close. Got a bonus action unarmed strike.
Okay. Yep. Out.
I won't do it because I don't think it'll work. I'll go back to my square and that'll be it.
Okie dokie.
Was he darting in and then attacking and then darting out?
Yeah.
More or less, yeah. He's got, especially in small quarters, he's got more than enough movement to.
I have 55 feet of movement.
Easy.
Yeah.
And I can also use my tabaxi to make it doubled.
Yeah.
Taxi monk strong.
You're pretty much. Let's see. This is Kelpie 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's find out. Going after Ophidius.
You can try.
he will certainly try. No pun intended there. Ophidius. Yep. All right, the first one
Just a moment.
hits.
Ophidius will use a reaction and cast shield on himself to increase his AC by 5
Which brings
until
it
the
to
end of his next turn. 25.
Oh, righty then. Well, that's the first attack.
So it's like this bubble of force, and these vines and tentacles just kind of up against this bubble of force that he casts.
Yeah.
For both you and Rowan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are the bulwark.
Well,
Yeah.
it would have missed by
Screw.
technicality.
Yeah, it would have missed by
would've known.
technicality, but up your shield.
Just pierce through.
It finds a way around it. It's like,
It's like both. Yeah, it's like both arms came at the same time, and he like blocked one, but the bubble didn't finish in time, so it just reaches in and
yeah, it's like, no, got you. Beep, beep. What? Oh God. Okay. So that will be. Oh, almost rolled
It'll be
damage on
what?
itself. No, I almost rolled damage on the other Kelpie.
I mean, that's okay too.
Yeah, it would have been okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it would have been fine. Bam, that's his turn, Rowan.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna continue after number 1 since he's kind of had it out for me. We'll go ahead and try that nice wisdom save again. Heck yeah, you almost called it. You said it was gonna be a 2.
Yeah, well. What can I say? I can recognize things before they happen.
Hey, it was double. It was double what he said. To be fair.
That's true.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, the Kelpie just. You just see it kind of like turn into strands of seaweed as it just goes down into the water.
I'm alright with that.
That was number 1, yeah. Number 1.
Yes.
Get this thing off of me.
That's gonna have to be my turn.
Okay. Raz, it is your turn.
All right.
Try not to use too many high-level spells.
As he knocks another arrow, he changes direction after number 1 goes down, and we'll go after number 2.
Numero 2. Tis a hit. But no, Rowan, by all means, go ahead and use all your spells. I'm fine with that.
Nah.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Good hits. Good hits.
That's it.
Considering how many more hours you all still have to wait before you can get a long rest. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. All right.
It's all right, guys. This is a Kelpie XP farm. We're all right.
Oh, nice.
Yes!
Well, there's your second one.
Smite it!
It should be applied.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. Here we go.
Oh, you.
Nice. Nice.
Hold
Oh,
on.
you
Hold,
applied it to
stop.
the
Stop. When you smite, you apply that effect to yourself because it rolls the extra
Oh.
damage.
Sorry.
So roll 4d8.
I
The Kelpie reaches back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stabs me. He blocks my blade.
You just smite each other back and forth.
4d8. All right.
I gravely.
Oh, that was a
They're
D10.
D10.
Excuse me. Sorry.
The Kelpie is imbued by Helm.
There you go. 13.
Okay.
Plus 4.
He was just a stronger worshiper of Helm than I was. He
No.
had it.
There's no +4.
Yeah, that was the smite.
Was it a 4th level smite?
No, he critted on it.
No.
Or, oh,
It was just the first level smite, but it was crit.
okay. I see what you're saying.
All right.
All right. That your turn, or are you gonna make a second attack? Or?
Yeah, I've got a second attack coming.
Your spiritual weapon.
That too.
If the attack doesn't kill it.
Sleepy Neptunes, I didn't even see you hopping in the chat because of all the stream elements things. Welcome back. And you're right, Eric. My poor kelpies. My poor sweet plants.
They didn't do nothing.
They didn't do nothing. They walk in here and start shocking the water. A bunch of assholes.
They had it coming.
They looked pretty funny.
Hey, you killed
spiritual
the
weapon.
other plant. Congratulations, guys. You killed some water plants.
All right, now what's our XP? Just
They were like 10,000 XP
Let's
apiece.
level up
right?
immediately.
right?
Yeah, they're like 10 XP
20.
apiece.
Yeah. Hey,
Minimum.
you know,
Split five
every
ways,
room we have gone into, that being one room so far as this party, has had treasure in it that there's been creatures in.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Just
I mean-
saying, our odds are 1 for 1 right now.
Don't have room for more treasure.
No, we don't.
I got a
And we still
backpack
gotta-
still.
We still gotta bring another like weapon of mass destruction back with us too.
Why not we head back to your hometown? Did you call it Waterdeep? You can spend our money and come back with an empty bag.
My
Yeah.
hometown?
Yeah, because that's going to be several week journey.
We're not from Waterdeep. We're from further away than that.
We don't associate with scum from Waterdeep.
Neither do I. I dislike the prospect.
Of deep
Times
water.
are desperate. We have so much treasure. It really is a burden.
Well, we'll check it on the way out. How about that? By then, the water should be drained. It won't be as bad.
Agreed.
And maybe there's nothing.
And I think that's a good point to go ahead and take our quick break. Go, use the restroom, refill drinks, what have you. In the meantime, we will have our intermission video playing. That'll have our schedule up and pertinent links and a little video montage of clips over the last year or two from here on the channel. So enjoy that. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the intermission video, and we will be right back.
Will be.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Who's setting up shop? We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're gonna call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
That would be very funny.
I'm the head of it, so like we could add that to the name.
Yeah, we will then. We're gonna have shirts made. I gotta get their portraits all put together, and we're gonna have merchandise.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be awesome.
Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. Parentheses. We don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
They don't really apply to level 0 characters.
They don't? Okay. All right. So then I won't grab them. I thought that crit might be that extra one. Okay. So here's the regular damage. Oh, say good night, Francis. Oh, that's Chip. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Chip.
Suck it, Chip.
Whoops. I thought.
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted it.
This mountain is reserved for patrons.
But
it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar. Like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron.
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
Through, and you're kind of at a point where you can't really wedge your way in there anymore. You're like,
Here, boy. Here, boy. Come. Here, boy. You can do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those. And 1 of those. And 5 bars of these. And a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white puffy material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
I'm terribly sorry. Bjorn, you explode, and in your place is a sweet roll.
Nice. I've always done it.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. The machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at our snack bar, just waiting for you.
Private messenger. And do you know how to do that in Facebook? I mean, in Facebook, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
At least Facebook is still around
Wow.
hundreds of years into the future.
Hey, why mess with a good thing,
Go ahead
right?
and clip that one, guys. You can send that one to me later, too. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
There, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Ethan, there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Brass knuckles he's wearing, and the creature just.
How did the creature go?
One more time?
What? One more time?
No, that was it.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed, you gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man. Start strolling down to the sweets that set you rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff. Give me 5. Let me send you into this nutty jive. Go, man, go! It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill. Give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man. Frosty.
People, we might be able to take care of that. I
I'm
understand.
gonna sing the doom song now.
Oh, God.
Doom, 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 doom.
Doom da doom. Doom da doom da doom. Doom da doom. Doom doom da doom. Doom da doom doom. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Doomy doomy doomy. Doom doom doom. The end.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown, couched in a soft bun, and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
Let me see. Is there a deception check for a horse? Or does a horse have a... Ooh, it's going for the...
deception for a horse.
Yeah, a horse has got deception. So the horse goes up and you see it. It's looking a brief second. It looks at the plant like maybe, you know, it's something even tastier. But then it sticks out its tongue and it, you know, pulls back, you know, and then it backs up. It's got the sugar cube in its mouth and its eyes go boing, as his eyes just go, and it starts woo, and it starts bucking, and you know, and it just and he was looking at something in his hand, and he is standing up, and he grunts out, "Who the F are you? What are you doing here?"
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping?
I'm dead.
Your attention, please. All new Hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
She had red whelps and skin was looking all grotesque and all that, and she let out a little bit of a mumbled roar, leveled the gun at everybody in the room there, and that was where we cut last week. So that was where we'll pick up the action now, unless there are any questions or anything else that the group would like to add.
I have a question.
Please ask away.
What is a mumble roar?
Mumble roar. Yeah, you know.
Settle back now, content, comfortable, well-fed, and ready for some fine entertainment. Is everybody happy? Then let's go. It's showtime.
Hello, Internet. We have returned. So, guys, you took care of the evil water plants that were in this room. Yeah. What do y'all do now? You successfully.
Where was the exit
yeah.
you said?
Oh, sorry. There's a. You see a door? Oh, I guess the mask part didn't undo it. very well. That's on me. There's a door there, and you see a set of stairs starting to lead up right here.
This one has a question.
Yes.
Could it be that in the riddle it says 2 water spouts, or water spouts are doubled, or something like that? Could these be the water spouts?
Possible.
I know it bears further investigation, but it could be, unless we find 2 water spouts farther into the dungeon.
I will say, upon reviewing the riddle, it says that Whelm is found past the water spouts, and I have it here.
He puts his hand on the warhammer that we claimed from the vampire.
You are correct. This one
I think the water
apologizes.
spouts were the geyser
Yeah.
that hurt.
No, it is fine. These things are written in a confusing and archaic language, possibly translated.
They're intended to be confusing.
True. You are thinking the right way, though. We must be analytical. Scrutinize everything.
We gotta be careful of this so-called beast as well.
Yeah. Looking down at the door, is the water still, like, is it level across the water, the door, or is it, like, down low, like, in the water?
It is in the water.
It is in the water. I really want to go check it out.
Ophidius is going to.
Don't you know the knock spell?
Yeah.
How badly wounded is everybody?
I'm alright.
Not. I'm mediocrely wounded.
Okay. Ophidius will cast 2nd level Cure Wounds, and he will twin spell that. Give me just a second. Scrolling. So that'll be 2 for Rowan and 2 for myself. Oh, that was a bad roll. Okay, well, I tried. Yeah.
Fine.
Enoth will use Lay on Hands to heal 20 wounds.
Go off.
Oops. Well,
Jesus. You natural 20, your Lay on Hands.
I'll write that down. I'll say that I only have 20 left. No, I just clicked it by accident.
You have 40 points of Lay on Hands?
I do have 40 points of Lay on Hands.
Wow, Zosa is missing out. She's only got 25.
Well, it goes up every paladin level.
She knows.
I'm level 8.
She knows.
She's only a 5th level paladin.
Okay.
How far up do these stairs go? Do we see up there? Or do they go up or down?
They go up. They go up about 10, 15-ish feet. You can, from where you're at, I'll say you can see the top of the stairs. Obviously, because you're at the bottom.
And Ophidius is really small.
And, you know.
Say small?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ophidius sees up to, like, the 5-foot mark.
It's like it's a massive flight of stairs here. We should rest before we climb them. Such altitude would make a man weary.
It's like 3 steps is up top.
It's like literally 3 steps for you.
What are you talking about?
Truly is a mountain.
At the top of the stairs, you notice that there is a door to the east and another door to the north.
Well, I don't want to pass too many doors. Granted, the other one was underwater, but I definitely say we go through this one on our right before continuing down the hallway.
Is that door underwater? The one to the right, the far right, inside this watery room?
Yeah.
Or is it level with? So it's at the bottom of the pool.
Yeah, it's underwater. Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks.
We can check it on our way back out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll step forward and see if the door's locked.
You reach out and attempt to open the door. It does not appear locked.
Is it a turn handle, a push bar, or does it open into the hallway?
It opens into the next area.
Wait, brother. Before you open that door, you should try to listen to the other side.
They already opened it.
No, no.
As you're saying this, I'm like pushing weight on it, opening it up. What? Clerics don't do that.
Just the door just barely cracks open and there's a massive explosion.
Bright flash.
Gets
of light.
pincushion.
Ears are ringing. Just looking around, it's all blurry and smoky.
Oh no.
But yes, I open. As he's saying that, just like.
Okay, so you open the door. The stone corridor changes abruptly to a spinning cylinder, apparently made of some light-colored metal. The inner surface rotates rapidly. It is painted in a dizzying black and white spiral pattern, and it glistens as if coated with some type of strange substance.
Enough shields his eyes.
The weird contraption. Take a step in.
You said it's spinning?
Mm-hmm.
Ina says, I don't like it. Nauseating.
Get a little closer. Are any symbols or anything on it that would be like noticeable?
None that you can really tell while it's especially while it's going and spinning. You know that it is the outer excuse me, the outer cylinder and the inner cylinder are both rotating.
Okay. Any like signs of a lever or button on the other side, maybe to like turn it off or something? Or
From where you're at, you can't see one.
Does the hallway end right there?
Oh no, hold on.
I'll do a couple steps forward. Get a better view.
No,
You might get a better view if you step on it.
Yeah, the hallway ends about 10 feet or so beyond the end of the cylinder.
And is it rotating in a manner where like the floor becomes the wall and then it keeps going and it becomes the ceiling and then it becomes the wall again and then the floor again, like that kind of rotation?
No, basically there's no getting around the cylinder. It basically takes up the entire area of the hallway. The only way through it is literally through it. It's basically you got your outer cylinder that basically takes up the entire the area of the hallway, so to speak, and then you got the inner cylinder inside of it that is turning the opposite direction.
Okay. Is it hollow? Like, is it the size of the hallway?
Yeah.
Is it like a spinning tube, like a giant spinning tube?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh,
Oh, there's a raid.
What were you going to say?
Lord Kasumba, thanks for the raid. How was your stream tonight, my friend? Long time no see. I say that sarcastically because we see you all the time, Jay. So, and thanks for the follows. I know there's probably going to be a lot, so I'll try to keep up on them. Yeah. Anyway, how was your raid? Or not was your raid? Crap. How was your stream, Jay?
And how was the raid?
How was the raid? It was great. It's fantastic. Yeah. We're just doing some White Plume Mountain here. So, fun stuff.
Perhaps we should check on the other door before proceeding.
Oh, Phidias.
Still don't like the idea of leaving this behind us.
You're knowledgeable in contraptions of the mechanical nature, are you not? Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Can I analyze this contraption and determine if there are any traps or yeah, it seems to be he'll say it seems to be
a physical obstacle. Perhaps it is not dangerous in and of itself. Just intended to slow the egress of attackers.
But yeah, if I can I analyze it for potentially traps?
You can give me an investigation.
All right.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna reach down to the ground, and I'm assuming since we're like in a mountain and little tunnels that have been carved out, there's some little loose rocks or rubble to pick up in a handful.
Sure.
I'm gonna toss it into the cylinder to see what occurs.
If I get hit by a rock
at everyone,
I'm gonna hit you in the head, brother.
I got deflect missiles. It's okay.
Yeah, how fast is it spinning? Is it like dangerously fast or slow?
It's spinning fast enough that the black and white spiral pattern that is painted onto it is enough that it's almost dizzying to sit and stare at.
Okay.
You do a quick glance over this. You don't necessarily detect any traps. You do notice again that it's glistening as if it's coated with some kind of substance. Excuse me, Rowan. You toss your pebble into this thing, and you watch as soon as it hits, it starts scooting down this cylinder, and you watch as it's kind of going up and back down each side, as if it doesn't have enough ups necessarily to carry it up, and just kind of corkscrew its way down. But you watch, and then all of a sudden you just hear a little ting ting on the other end as the pebble lands back on solid ground on the other end.
Kind of rubbing my finger on this substance that's on the cylinder. Is it like slick, like oily?
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
I have an idea, and those with a shield may have some fun.
Way ahead of you, brother.
A couple steps back and just yeet onto it with the shield on the bottom.
Wait a moment.
All right.
Too late.
Okay.
Too late. So Rowan, you go shield surfing.
Yeah.
All right, you go shield surfing. And boo-boo?
The floor gives out.
So you're shield surfing down this, and obviously you're having a blast. It's fun, whoosh, real fast moving. Your shield gets just absolutely covered and caked in this oil, as does I would say a good portion of your armor and stuff, because you're moving really fast, and it's kind of splashing oil back up onto you, whatnot, and so forth.
It's in his mouth.
Yeah, it's it's fun. Parkour.
My eyes.
But when
you run glasses.
Yeah, you get to the end, and you just kind of like and kind of land on the ground, and you're like, yeah, that was great. right as a flaming arrow shoots out of the wall and hits you.
Not with oil on me, no.
Rowan the human cat.
Burning Man.
And I'm like still on the cylinder, so I'm about to light that whole cylinder up, man.
Yeah, you are. Does this happen in like the middle of the cylinder or toward the end?
No, it's at the end. It's at the end.
Like as Enoth is about to jump on with his shield, he like sees his brother having a bunch of fun. He just sees him catch on fire, and he's like, maybe I don't want to do that.
That doesn't look fun. That doesn't look fun at all.
Yeah, never mind, brother. You have all the fun.
Excuse me. Rowan, you are on fire, and you're watching the fire start to spread into the cylinder.
I'm gonna. I got something for this. I need to find it.
Stop, drop, and roll, brother.
No, I got something good. I thought I did anyway.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Get into the cylinder and let it roll you around.
Casually burning, and he's looking through his bag like,
I thought I had like a wind gust or something.
That's something in here.
I don't think I do.
You get a water skin.
Dude.
That's true, you do.
Water on an oil fire. Yeah, no. No.
Would you know
What's
that?
the worst that can happen?
It's just like a big brain monk to say, you know?
It's like peeing on an electric fence.
You know, you're full of good ideas today, Breeze.
You know, I'm gonna try something and I'm not sure it's gonna work. But fog is like a condensation of clouds, right?
I can already tell you I don't like this idea.
Yes, but I will say what you're thinking is a good idea. Yes, but it will not work in it will not work in suffocating a fire. Especially an oil fire.
Putting the fire out, like with something, like an action to pat it down, stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, you can start doing that. At least, you know, patting it out on yourself.
Yeah, I don't care about the cylinder. I'm stop, dropping, and rolling.
Yeah, how are you gonna get back through?
I'll shield roll through again, or wait for the oil to burn.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a point. It can only burn.
Once the oil burns, there's no fuel for the fire, so.
Okay,
But
so
what if it always just secretes oil?
so you take essentially a turn, if you will, or an action, you know, whatever, time wise, you know, to kind of pat the fire out on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like stop, drop, and roll. If I can't, like I would do the actual stop, drop, and roll, and like roll over, so I'm not touching the cylinder.
Okay.
Another arrow shoots out.
Funny you should do that, because another arrow shoots out, this time igniting the cylinder.
Funny you should mention that.
So is Enoth in the cylinder?
No, Enoth would have seen him catch on
I thought
fire.
you were right behind me.
No, he would have aborted as soon as he saw you catch on fire.
Where are these arrows coming from?
Kind of hard to tell.
It's the Minecraft.
That's not fun.
On the wall.
Is there anything else at the end of this hallway, or am I just like trapped over here with a madman shooting fire arrows?
No, there's a door right in front of you.
I wonder where he is.
Is the door open?
I don't know. Is the door open?
Rowan, is the door open? Blink once for yes and twice for no.
Your fucking eyebrows are probably completely gone.
He's just screaming. Can't even hear you.
I'm gonna just. Is there a slit in the door?
In the door? No.
I go want to actively. Can I make a perception check to actively try and see where these arrows are coming from?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Okay. Shit, I don't know.
Would we be able to? Because we just saw him go across and then get light up.
You all on the other end of the cylinder, probably not.
Okay, that's fine.
But Rowan, I will say you're looking around, trying to figure like, where the hell is this coming from? Is it just like a repeating arrow trap? What is going on? And you get to the area to the left of the door, you know, between the the door and the ending edge of the cylinder, and you're looking, and you finally notice like some stonework that looks a little off, and you're kind of like moving around, and like your eye kind of catches like almost like a hidden arrow slit right there. Right as you see another arrow light up and point blank range at you.
So it has disadvantage on the attack. Yeah.
Yeah, it has disadvantage on the attack, but it also has advantage on it, so it's an even roll. But I'm not worried about the arrow part. You catch on fire again.
What the fuck?
You have everything under control down there.
I'm in this corner. I'm sitting here in the fetal position with my shield in front of me. I'm gonna wait for everybody to get over here. I'm just.
So okay. So what's the status of the spinning corridor?
The cylinder, yeah, it's on fire.
Fucking flame.
So
It's
the
on
entire
fire.
corridor is now like coated in flammable substance, and it's all on fire.
Not the entire corridor, the cylinder.
And the cylinder is like 35 feet long.
Something like that, yeah.
Phidias is standing all the way to where Rowan is standing.
More or less, yeah. Like maybe minus 5 feet because it takes up half of a square type deal. But yeah, more or less, yeah. It's a big tube.
All right.
And it's on fire. So is
So it's
Rowan.
like a fire tornado with it turning, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Might as well be.
Well, then that sucks the oxygen out and the flame goes away.
Fuck your logic.
No.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here in fetal position and wait for hopefully the fire to go out.
Just
Shields
taking
in
a
front of
short
me.
rest.
Yeah. I don't have anything that can. I thought I had fucking create water and destroy water, but I don't.
Okay. The fire continues to burn for quite a bit. It's still going. Everybody at the other end, you still see the flames just going as it's slowly burning this oil that is coating the inside of this cylinder. Rowan is kind of like locked in a corner in the fetal position, probably missing a lot of his hair and facial hair at this point. Rowan, you hear on the other side of the door some, I don't want to say some scuffling, so to speak, but you hear movement, and you hear some people talking. You can't really make out what they're saying, but you hear that there are people on the other side of this door.
Okay. Does the fire like it doesn't look like it's going out at all? Like
Not
it's just chilling.
Not really anytime soon per se.
Okay.
Like I'll tell you right now, from the time that it got ignited, it will burn for at least 6 rounds.
On the spinning corridor?
Yeah. The spinning cylinder.
Yeah, we can definitely wait that long.
So like 40 seconds.
Not if somebody comes out of this fucking door.
Ophidius will say that he's like,
I could have a couple of us fly through instead of contending with this acrobatical nightmare. We can give him support. We should wait for the flames to go out so we don't burn ourselves. After all, we're not all fools like Rowan.
Just wanted to have fun, man.
Right. And Enoch has his shield as if he was gonna go surfing, but he puts it back on.
No.
I'm not gonna defend
at
your
least
brother
wait
in
for the
any way,
flames to
shape,
go
or
out.
form.
No. That's not how we operate. Mistakes are often ridiculed viciously, and we learn from it.
I'm gonna yell down the corridor for the group to stand like clear at the back by the door real quick.
What?
I'm gonna ask you guys to go stand back by the door or like back in the hallway.
It's gonna be a burning man that's gonna start fucking
All right.
sliding through it towards us.
Let's head backwards.
So we'll move back, and Ophidius will go ahead and close the door behind him.
As soon as I see the door closed, I'm gonna really quickly pop up Sleet Storm just so that it doesn't hit me, but that it covers the a cylinder.
Okay, as you start to cast your spell, the door right in front of you opens, and
oh motherfucker!
Right as you are in the process of trying to cast your spell, you see a humanoid creature suddenly just kind of like quickly, and then just, and everybody, you hear this loud thunderous boom echo out.
Well, shit.
You just got thunder waved, essentially.
Phidias will definitely go back in, but we should probably roll for initiative now, huh?
You know, thinking about this, there's a room completely full of water, like outside this door that we could have just,
We don't have buckets or
there we go.
anything, man.
Yes. Roll me initiatives, please, everybody.
If only the bag of holding had more room for water.
I mean, it doesn't really help with D6. It's a grease fire, but I mean,
yeah.
It would help with somebody burning on fire.
I mean, yeah.
Well, that might. I assume that interrupted my casting.
Yes.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Fucker.
Sorry?
I barely know her.
Here.
This is why you don't yeet down a hallway.
Hey.
Straight up.
It was fun.
Straight up. It's just. It is what it is. The roasted
I'm not
beef.
even that stupid.
Where did you come from? What the fuck?
Goodbye.
There's a halfling just starts swimming down underneath the water.
I've been here literally the entire time.
He just comes out of the water, sticks his head out. Bye. Just goes back down under.
Breeze, I will say, I'll say 3 rounds have passed for the corridor being aflame.
So like half the time that it's gonna. Okay, so it looks like it's died down a little bit, but it's not fully gone.
Exactly. Yeah, it's died down some, but not entirely.
Phidias said he opened the door, right?
Yes.
Hold on, I need to get rid of that. Go away. Okay.
I need to see something. Okay.
Did you say it was thunder wave or thunder clap that hit me?
Oh yeah, sorry, Thunderwave. I completely forgot.
Did I pass my con? Because I didn't see one get rolled.
No, because I haven't rolled it yet.
You know, there's not much I can do.
Go through.
No, that's a horrible idea. I'll be a hairless cat.
Hairless cats.
Yeah, no, thank you.
One of those ugly little things.
Well, is it a deck save if I step in it? Just. I mean, I guess I'll hold the dart, but that's it.
Hold on. I'm gonna do this the simpler way.
Don't know how effective a dart's gonna be going through a fire, but.
Well, you never know. Let's see. Constitution save. Okay, here you go. Bam. You failed.
Cool.
Brother.
Awesome.
So
Lit.
you take kaboomy damage.
I will take 3 damage. Since the door opened, can I see in the room?
You can. Hold on. However,
But do you really want to?
I do.
And
be
you
like a
get
fucking 30-foot
knocked back
creature.
and like basically slammed into the wall.
Yep.
And yes, you do. I don't know why it won't let me change the tokens that are associated with this encounter, but okay.
Are they at least a little accurate?
No. One of them is like a random creature and the other one is the letter B.
Awesome.
So yeah, just give me a second.
Individual.
Yeah, right.
It's actually just a spirit weapon with just the letter B.
B is for
my main reasoning being, I assume they hit me with that when I was within 5 feet of them because they opened the door.
More or less, yeah.
Just so I can use my Wrath of the Storm.
You can.
Cool.
God damn it.
I don't.
Is it
I
this
don't
one?
use that nearly enough.
Is it this one? Yeah, this one. Okay.
Could be Two-Faced by the end of this situation.
I'm gonna be no-faced by the end of this situation.
Right.
I don't know how many fucking
Red
things are in
Skull.
here. Yeah.
I'll say you can see about right there.
Okay.
And shit. Hold on. Let me. Damn it! Come on now.
It's
There
actually
we
the
go.
flesh golems.
We have returned.
Found number 9.
They're here to avenge number 9.
Yeah, you see a humanoid lady standing right there.
Well, enjoy. Fuck.
She
they
will.
Still take half. Enjoy thunder damage back, bitch.
Okay.
Same amount of damage too. No, because it got halved.
Yep. So anyway, I believe like Breeze, you went right.
Yeah, I said I held my action.
Okay, cool.
The target.
So Rowan, it's your turn.
If I step 1 square to the left, am I technically in the cylinder and gonna be hurt by fire damage?
No, not really. Like you can kind of like position yourself to like kind of stay away from it type deal or whatever. But I mean,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying. It's like,
Well, because I'm not. Does she have any cover from me from where she's at? Like half cover or 3/4? Or is it just
not
the way the
really.
door is positioned?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the way the door is positioned with the grid.
Just wanted to make sure on that.
Yeah.
And I am going to, because that bitch annoyed the fuck out of me. I was about to put out the fire. Gonna cast Guiding Bolt at 4th level.
Cool.
And
Well, there's one of the high level ones.
Hold on.
Sweet. Oh, don't do this to me, Jeff.
You might get shielded.
Or a counterspelled, I guess, if she had Thunder Wave.
Shit, hold on. You go to cast your guiding bolt and you see it start to go, flash out towards her, and you're just like, this is old reliable, this is old faithful, a staple spell. And it leaves your hand, and she just kind of like sees this happening, looks at you, and it's like within a split second it gets to her, and she just goes with her hand and just knocks it away.
Do I recognize what was?
She counterspelled you.
Counterspelled.
Did she roll for it?
She doesn't have to.
It was at 4th
She
level.
used a 4th level spot.
But wouldn't you know
There.
it's at 4th level?
You don't know.
Fair enough.
That's no fun. I don't have anything else I can do. I don't.
We just had this conversation with counterspells before the session too.
Yeah,
we
did.
just had this.
We did.
That's it for me.
Okay.
That was my first 4th level spell to hit, and it got counterspelled.
Don't you hate it?
You hate to see it. Had to do it to him.
Had to do it to him, man.
Turkey bread.
Turkey bread. Man, I ain't that much turkey bread, but how dare you are, man. Cool. All right, cool. So, Cool. So, she will. What is she going to do? All right, so there's that. All right, cool. She will look at she will look at you, extend her hand out as you see like 3 arcane darts just shoot out of her fingertips at you.
You do have shield.
Yep.
Shield doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Specifically blocks magic missile,
Oh.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Nah, I'll take the damage. I don't have a lot of spell slots left, so I'll take magic missile.
Cool. 1, 2, 3. All right.
4.
And she'll just say, she'll take a step back and she'll just say, tend to these intruders, my love. And then you will see a well-armed warrior type step around the corner of where the door is, or was, you know, like from where he was here essentially. He's the one who opened the door, so he steps around the door, comes to step out towards you.
I throw my dart.
I mean, go for it.
I believe it's at disadvantage because this is past 20 feet.
Yeah.
But does it catch fire and deal extra fire damage?
No.
I should probably. I'm pretty sure that misses. But
Oh yeah, that missed a lot.
I figured.
Damn.
That missed a lot. Hold on, I need to.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, you are.
It's okay. What's the worst that'll happen?
I'm not feeling too hot.
There it is. All right, cool. So he is going to. What's he going to do? He's going to swing at you with his sword, his S-word. At you.
It is BS, to be fair.
Yeah, his S-word. First attack. That's a hit.
Shield on this one because
Okay.
I'm not feeling too hot. So that makes my AC 25, so that misses.
Okay. So he'll attack you again. It's a miss. And one more time.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Where's Darnan when you need him?
Yeah, right. That's his turn. Enoth.
Oh, yeah. Let me check the distance on this real quick. Oh, yeah, that's plenty far enough. 5, 10, 15, 20. Enough will move here. And he'll cast Spiritual Weapon on the square to the left of B.
Okay.
Let's see. Will it hit? No.
Nope.
Good lord.
What a strong man. Enoth doesn't have any
Which one?
ranged weapons, so that's all he can do at the
Crap. There we go. You got your little magic hammer over there. Because that's your spiritual weapon.
Thank you.
Oh, Zerathon. Long time no see, man. Thanks for the resub.
This isn't Grey Hawk, just so you know.
I'm sure he's aware White Plume Mountain isn't. Anyway, is that your turn enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Ophidius, it's your turn.
All right. Ophidius steps in through the open door. He'll see what's happening up front, and he'll immediately let fly a firebolt at Burkett.
Go for it.
All right, and there is some fire damage. So through the flaming corridor goes a firebolt.
Yep.
And then, so it's 5, 10. Oops. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so he'll move forward. And he'll say, no, he won't say anything. He'll pass his turn.
Okay. Roz.
Roz will come through the door, look through the fiery tunnel, and see someone that does not look friendly, and he will take a shot or two at him.
Cool. Excuse me. God. You hit. God damn.
Now that he knows he has damaged him, he will do Colossus Slayer and take a second shot.
Ooh.
Hold on. Your Hunter's Mark is still active from last.
Yeah, it's good for an hour. And I can shift it, can I not?
I believe as a bonus action you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, DM, sorry, can you take the grapple condition off of Ophidius?
Sure. Bang. There you go.
So keeping track, there is 2 rounds, including this one, of the fire left, right?
Yeah, next, like, each round, like, the flames start to die down more quickly than before. But yeah, not this round. At the end of the next round, the fire's completely gone.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to run through that.
Sure
I
you
really
do.
don't. No, I don't. I really don't. I would jump across it, but there's a ceiling to it, right?
Yeah, you're not jumping across it.
Yeah, I figured.
Go.
Low jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for
Do
it.
like the cat, like for, you know.
That is prejudice.
Sure.
I guess I will throw more darts? I don't know.
One can hope.
No.
Ace.
Oh, that would have been... It misses anyway.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right. Rowan.
I am not feeling hot right now.
No, you're not.
Ridiculous. You're practically on fire.
Yes. So the fire.
Ha, ha, ha,
Do it.
I'm going to cure wounds
Speak
myself.
the truth.
Kavasog, you're right, man. It has been a while. We definitely need to again. It's been a crazy year, just like last year, you know. But absolutely, I agree. Anyway, what are you? What vet are you doing, Rowan?
Yeah, I'm gonna cure wounds at 4th level.
Cool.
Because I am hurt. Please give me some good health. I just didn't target myself.
Hold
there
on.
we go.
Hold on.
Don't make me do it.
What is it? 10 plus the spell level?
Yes.
Okay. And you cast it at what? 4th level. So that would be a
14.
Yeah, so it'd be a 14 for her. Okay. Cool. 14 spell casting check. just got it. You go to try and heal your wounds, and you just hear some slight cackling as you see the spell's energy just kind of fade away as you got counterspelled again.
Oh, that's really all I can do.
You gotta put those 17 wounds back.
I did.
Uh-huh.
No, he did.
Sure.
He's hurting. Trust me. He's hurting.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Oh, he really is.
Can you imagine?
Let's see. Okay, cool. Never mind. Yeah. She will. You know what? Just go for it again. 3 glowing darts of magical force shoot from her hand at you.
No, they don't. Shield again.
Okay. Counterspell.
Taking damage. No.
I mean,
your turn.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Her other lover.
Never mind.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, that's that. So that's her turn. He gonna swing at you. It probably won't matter, but
I hope not. Okay.
Never mind.
There it is.
The only way he can hit is a crit.
Yep.
Ow.
Second attack. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh.
Oh, wow. Where were these rolls last night?
Yikers.
Oh, and you're down.
Yep.
Well, that's his turn.
Is he gonna run through the fire?
No, he's gonna kind of stand. Well, yeah, he's gonna stand where he's at, and kind of like look down the tunnel or the cylinder at the rest of the party, and just kind of like, challenge you all to come forward.
Why don't you come over here?
No, I'm smart enough not to, go through oil and fire.
Then we are too.
Oh, well, cool. See you then. Enough. It's your turn.
Hey, can you take the grapple off of Enoth as well?
Jesus.
When did that happen?
That was a while back.
Yeah, I know. The Kelpie. He got me. I guess I'll just attack with the spiritual weapon.
You can't.
Oh, I can't?
Nope.
Why is that?
There's a wall between it.
Oh. What if I move it?
You still can't see
him.
the guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fair. Disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined.
Oh.
Holy North.
So sorry.
Hold.
That's all I can do. I'll move over here to Ophidius, I suppose.
Ophidius.
Enoth, take my hand.
I think you're off to Never Neverland.
Okay. Why are we doing this?
And the instant you grasp his hand, Ophidius and Enoth pop out of existence and then reappear on the other side of the tunnel with Dimension Door.
Oh, great.
Counterspell! No.
That's not how that works.
And then And then Ophidius. well,
you're there. Oh, wait.
You land on top of your dead brother.
That's what you wanted to be, right?
Yes.
Wait.
Brother?
You just shove him into the open doorway.
Curb stomps him.
He's on
brother?
fire and bleeding and unconscious. We shove him through the door. We close it.
You can take him. We'll just leave.
I can already feel this encounter not going well.
Let's see. That was an action. I can't do. Wait. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything else.
I will tend to Rowan. Defend us.
And he'll pass his turn.
Okay.
Roz will knock an arrow and just hold it for the first sign of a enemy.
Okay. Ready a pew?
Yes.
Ready a pew. Breeze.
Man, this fire fucking sucks.
It's
oil, man. What do you expect?
Well, this is the last round at the end of this, and it's just gone, right?
Yeah, it's completely gone after this. Yeah.
Okay.
Almost.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Technically, you would also have a +4 to it.
Yeah, but don't need it, so.
Now.
You just hear, defend this. As
a ball of fire.
Nope.
Fireball.
Another raid. Mastered the Game RPG. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Welcome to the Rejects, also known as the Temple of Tomfoolery, or whatever you want to call us, really. Welcome on in. I'm gonna guess by the name of your channel something tabletop RPG related, but I don't want to assume. Let's see. So
it's a wide category.
It's a very broad category. Bam.
Covers many things. Hog, I passed my con save while unconscious?
You did.
Yep.
I mean, you're still going to take damage, but...
Yeah, but at least it's only one fail.
Ophidius would get a +4.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
What is happening?
You got thunder waved.
Hit by something. Oh.
You got thunder waved. You got slammed back into the wall. Everybody else kind of held their own.
Her little freaking homie in the corner too.
Oh no. Okay.
Dang it.
Well, that's actually pretty cute. She steps back.
Okay. Cool. Take an attack of opportunity if you want. Enoch.
Yes. Of course.
Could I see her as she's stepped up like that? Would I get my
in the doorway with the spiritual weapon and Enoch in the way? No.
Okay.
That still misses.
What it does?
Yeah, it does.
Shield.
Okay.
Bitch is annoying as fuck.
I mean, I'm kidding.
Wizards.
I'm kidding. Go ahead and roll your damage, but
I was willing to accept that, but
no, she likes her counter spells better.
Yeah, we could tell.
Yeah, anyway, that is her turn. Now it is his turn. He's just gonna smack at you with the yeah. Attack. Bam. That's a hit. That's a damage. That is an attack. That is a damage. And that is an attack. And that is a miss. So, Enoth, it's your turn.
I'll attack Burkett.
Okay.
Let's try swing again. That's also a miss.
Almost rolled over to an 18.
It's
Almost.
Okay. I'll move my spiritual weapon and attack him with that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it, please. That one is a hit. Shield. No.
Fuck, they all have spells.
Yeah.
God damn it.
He's just like, haha. No.
That'd be very problematic.
That's it. Ophidius, do your magic.
Ophidius, your turn.
Okay. Give me just a second.
Okay.
So Ophidius will he'll mutter a small prayer, and he'll say,
"Allow me to temper your heart as well as your steel."
And he will cast Aid in a 3rd level slot. So each of us here, Ophidius,
Don't
Enoch,
even bother.
Okay.
Counterspell.
So you will counterspell it?
Yep.
Okay, fine. So I'll burn the 3rd level slot. That gets counterspelled.
Don't feel too bad. I mean, she's losing spell slots too, so.
Yeah. And Ophidius will grimace. He'll glance at her and he'll say, "No, actually, I think I will." And then he will quicken cast, burning 2 sorcery points, and then he'll cast it again.
Okay.
So this will be 10 extra hit points for all of us. You're gonna change your total number of hit points up by 10. That'll be Ophidius, Enoth, and Rowan, and then also you guys are going to heal 10 hit points each. And I don't have the effect for that program just yet, but
So we heal 10 and gain 10.
Yep, you're gonna change
Yes,
your maximum
okay.
hit points up by 10. And actually, I just made the effect so I can heal you.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Feel much stronger.
I just need the unconscious tag removed.
Enoth, did you already type
already
in
did it, yeah.
to heal 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's like the first one fails, and then he grimaces, and then he casts it again to actually make it go through this time. So burn that spell slot, and then he'll pass his turn.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's one more thing. Enoth, if you want, you can use your reaction to make a free weapon attack. Because I have an ability called Voice of Authority. So if you're affected by one of my spells, then you can use your reaction immediately after the spell to make one weapon attack.
That's very enticing. Do that. Burkett?
Hit.
Well, there you go.
Okay, if I ready an action, and as soon as it ends my turn, that means the fire is going to go out. With that readied action, can I sprint down the tube?
Here's, I mean, yes.
No, yes or no, it's fine. No is fine too. I don't.
No,
care.
no, you can. It's
just a
just it would use your reaction for that round, basically. Like the new round, it would use your reaction for that.
I see.
Well, I mean,
All
if
right,
you
then
want
I'll just
to, I
let
mean,
it go.
yeah, you definitely can.
Well, no. If I'm using my reaction, I wouldn't be able to do anything once I got down there, except maybe take a sword to the face. So I'll just wait.
Okay.
I'll just continue to wait.
All right.
The fire's gone.
Fire's gone.
That was 35. Would I be able to 5-step here, or would I have to go through Rowan to?
You can, but the spiritual weapon is kind of right there in your way.
Yeah, but it doesn't take any. It doesn't take a square. You can walk through it.
You can, but you can't end your square. You can't end your movement.
No,
there.
I wasn't going to.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if I could step there.
Yeah.
I moved it so our tokens aren't stacking.
Yeah.
I'm going to punch the fuck out of Burkett.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, you're gonna make a save for me. He can be stunned, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a humanoid.
It actually happened.
Making sure. Now I'm gonna punch. Now I'm gonna punch the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Hits.
Mm-hmm.
You're also gonna make a save.
Ooh.
And you are stunned as well.
Yeah.
So you think? Well, go ahead.
Put the effect on him. So
you did.
Battle sweeps into our
I'll
favor.
step here using my tabaxi feature.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Rowan.
Rowan's pissed. All right. That all his spells so far have been blocked. So he's gonna try another one, this time just a cantrip, and toll the dead, make the bitch's ears bleed or some shit. Hopefully. Wisdom save for you. You failed. Unlucky. Enjoy.
She enjoyed.
That didn't interact. There we go. That was my action. As a bonus action, I'm going to convert 3 sorcery points to gain back a 2nd level spell.
Okay.
I think that's 4.
No, I'm pretty sure I just looked. Let me double
I'm
check.
sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it is 3. Breeze, you want to pass the turn to me real quick?
Oh my bad. That's yeah.
And
we were on roll
that's my
20.
turn.
Cool.
So if she's still affected by it, they're both stunned, and that's their turn.
She will. Sure. Okay, that's his turn. That's him. Enoth. You got a stunned warrior in front of you.
Yeah. I can't really pass that opportunity up, so I guess I'll attack him. If he's so him being stunned, does it offer me any boons?
It'll already
do it automatically.
Oh, that's really cool.
All right, hold on. Okay, go ahead. I just had to check something. Go ahead. Oh, what? Your damage. You need to roll damage.
Oh, sorry.
He missed.
That first one was actually
Oh, you
a
did
miss.
miss the first one. Oh, I thought it was a hit.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the green and I automatically thought hit.
I'm going to smite at first level.
Okay. Go ahead.
Just putting the effect.
Hold on. Okay, just making sure you put it on yourself this time.
He did.
Okay. He drops, and as soon as he drops, Breeze, you thought the spellcaster you had stunned. She sees her lover fall to the ground, and she just yells, "No, you won't pay for this!" And right in front of you, her body starts to mangle. Her fingers start to extend and turn gray, and claws start to protrude out of her fingertips, and she just turns into this large, ravenous werewolf.
Oh fuck!
Immune to stun.
Welcome to the 70s, buddy.
Jesus Christ!
So technically, my
weakness
is supposed to be there.
And that is where we will hold.
Oh, really?
Yep. Unless you're gonna move.
No, I was just going to attack her with the spiritual weapon and my turn, but
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You're really pouring cold water on that cliffhanger, Enoth.
She dies from it? No. Could you
No,
imagine?
no, hold on, because it shouldn't have rolled at advantage.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll take the...
Just a... Yeah.
But that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, that's where we'll hold until next week to see how things happen or unfold. Now that they have to deal with an angry werewolf in a small room.
Well,
This
we
should
already
be
have
fun.
lycanthropic blood.
Woo!
We can do werewolf against werewolf.
Yeah, but it wasn't a werewolf. So, Jay, Lord Gosumba, and Master Game RPG, thank you for the raids and all the follows that we had from everybody. We appreciate it. The resubs as well. This, however, isn't the only darn it, the only programming that we have. That's the word I was looking for. We actually have a lot of programming throughout the week. As soon as the PDF will open. Maybe. Bueller. There we go. All right, cool. Anyway, all the times that I'm about to say are in Central Standard Time. Mondays, we have Storm King's Thunder with DM Esquire, also known as Coven MTG or Seth, if you will. That starts at 7. Tuesdays, we have Stormlord's Wrath with DM Sammy. He's the person that caught himself on fire earlier tonight. He's playing Rowan. That starts at 8 p.m. And I believe you all are getting close to finishing the second book, starting the third.
Yeah, potentially gonna finish the second book next week. If not, definitely the week after.
Cool. Wednesdays, as of right now, we have Tales of the Sanguine Isles with Mech 45. That starts at 8 as well. Last night's session went very, very long until about like almost 4 o'clock in the morning. But it was kind of like the culmination of the last 2 years worth of stories and a battle and everything. Next week will probably be the campaign wrap up, and then we'll probably have like, a post campaign episode, this and that, whatever. But yeah, just keep tuned with that. But Sanguine Isles, as of right now, is coming to an end on Wednesdays. Thursdays, here, Yawning Portal, you're watching right now. Fridays, as of right now, we have no programming. However, we do have Destroyer of Worlds Aliens RPG coming up. I don't know exactly when per se, but it's coming soon. And that'll be fun. Saturdays, we have Rise Against the Slave Lords with DM Duff. That is our Greyhawk meets 5e campaign. Sundays, as of right now, we have no programming either. Non-stream shows, we have Savage Worlds East Texas University with DM Eric B. That is exclusively posted and uploaded up on our YouTube. It started off as a limited run deal, but they decided to just keep playing until they got tired of doing it, and it doesn't look like they're going to get tired of it anytime soon. So there's that. Upcoming, I believe the 26th of this month, we have the subscriber only game. This month it'll be run by DM Mech 45. It will be a 5th edition meets Elder Scrolls type of game. So if you're a sub and you're interested, link your Twitch and your Discord and check, go to the Twitch sub channel there and try to get in on some of these games. That being said, we also have sponsors, as you can probably see from the logos on the overlays and things. We have Total Party Kill Games, creators of dark fantasy Dungeons and Dragons compatible products, plus hilarious card games and more. You can find them at www.totalpartykill.games and check out their latest release of products. And lastly, we have the Druid's Den. It's your place for magical supplies and apothecary needs. That website is www.thedruidsden.com. And in case you weren't already aware, that's Mama Prater's business, and you know she has to put up with stuff. So definitely go check out her website. So, that being said, I mean sometimes you want to check the Discord out to see if we have like any kind of random pop-up streams. The Discord would be the place to find out exactly when that's happening. Because somebody will post something about it. But in that case, if we don't see anybody on the channel tomorrow, we'll see you back here Saturday for Rise Against the Slave Lords. Players, you got anything?
I was just gonna say, I think with the aliens thing, Duff is still looking for players for it.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in that, join the Discord and shoot him a message.
Yes.
One game is going to be streamed and another game's going to be off camera. So
That's right. Yep. One will be live streamed and the other one will be recorded or pre-recorded and uploaded to YouTube.
Yep.
That being said, if nobody has anything else, I'll go ahead and hit the outro and we'll call it a night.
All right.
Cool. All right.
Night, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Be safe, everybody.
We'll see you Saturday.
My boy.